gentlemen, we only could bring facts to you. So I hope you're ready for this. We're good to go. My good co-host, producer. All right. Great. All right, producer. So we're on all social media: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Great. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're going to introduce our guest that's going to come on and actually give us some very important information and exclusive into something that I think of Bohemians, my fellow Bohemians, we have slightly forgotten about. But you know, a lot of Bohemians, we have our fingers on the pulse. And this young man who's going to come here, and I call him a young man because, hey, Methuselah was one of the oldest persons in the world, right? So that means he's a baby. Okay? So this young man is going to come here and he's going to educate us on something that I think a lot of Bohemians have honestly forgotten about. This young man, he is a activist, he is a nationalist, he's a father, he's a nation builder. All right. So we're gonna have a good conversation with no other than our Uncut 242 Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see some thumbs up, let me see some hearts, let me see some congratulatory horns inside the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, no other than Mr. Blackmail Sean Gardner. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see some thumbs up and some hands there. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, Mr. Gardner. Welcome to Uncut 242. Welcome back home.
Good night, my brother.
I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm only one phone call away, you know. It's always a pleasure to come and sit with my friends and families to speak to the Bohemian people.
Yes.
Sorry about that. No problem. The country, even after election, is still in problems. And what I want to do, I want to codify, put in order exactly what has been happening to this country since independence.
Before we go there, let me just let the public know that this ain't gonna be no regular short live.
Thank you. Just so y'all know.
Hey, so Blackmail have a lot to get off his chest, Bohemian. So we want y'all to tap the screen, share the live. I want to apologize for the little interruption. We are back now live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Everybody on the TikTok page, we have to understand tonight we still banned right now on TikTok. So we're gonna be back on probably Friday or Saturday, where we can allow guests to come back on the show. But for right now, we want y'all to continue tapping the screen, sharing the live, and let the Bahamian people and let the algorithm know that we are live. We have an important man inside this in our studio today, and we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
Very important, and I want to thank you, Blackmail, for making yourself available for Uncut 242.
And bringing this exclusive, because I know there's something what nobody even talk about yet.
This some heavy stuff. It's my pleasure to be here, my brothers. Since independence, not actually independence, since the election, it appears that the country has somewhat forgotten what our major problem is. The problem is still here, never solved. Immigration was always the biggest problem in the world. And I'm going to prove to you tonight that the administrations, or I can say the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, along with the Haitian embassy, are playing footsie.
We know, we know the
Bahamian people.
They play footsie.
So they have this secret relationship, twiddling their toes under the table. Yeah, but they killing us. Yeah. So for persons who didn't know what footsie means, that's like a secret relationship,
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
right? They're killing the Bahamians. The immigration matter and the citizenship matter in Chapter 2 of the Constitution is the biggest scandal ever in this country. It's a 53-year scandal.
Still no it.
I want you to permit me tonight to lay it out. If you have questions,
Yes.
you could just interject and ask. But what I'm about to show the Bahamian people tonight would be mind-blowing.
So we're gonna give y'all chance to call in as well. If y'all have any questions for blackmail, we're gonna use
823-2218 is the number. But we're gonna make sure I let y'all know when y'all can call in, okay? Again, the number is 823-2218. Go ahead.
so blackmail, take it away.
So let me put on my glasses.
Oh shit.
Let me take out my phone. And then let me take out my second phone.
Man, listen, that's a businessman.
Hi. Boy, yeah,
That's a businessman.
see why it's hard to catch him in it. You got 2 phones and you still can't catch him.
My fellow Bahamians. Bahamians are victims of circumstance. They have us as this proverbial frog in tepid water, slow boil.
Mm.
And for 53 years, they've been killing us.
But we're gonna give the numbers when it's time to call in. So we want y'all to continue tapping the screen and sharing the live. And when blackmail already finished, we can allow y'all to call in so y'all can ask them whatever question y'all want to. But until then, y'all put your seatbelt on, screw up your with the cut air conditioner on, and let's listen to this.
Man, get your popcorn, and I hope BC have your light on.
And you're all in on the beat.
If not, go in your car and turn on the AC. I hope you get gas. But 4 areas we want to look at tonight. First of all, we want to look at truth. Okay? Because what we're going to say tonight is the truth, the whole truth,
And nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God. Secondly, we want to look at 2 court cases.
Wow.
One in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and one in Haiti. Thirdly, we want to look at laws. And fourthly, we want to look at jurisprudence, the interpretation of laws. What we have been doing in this country is allowing government and government officials, administration, to run us amok. They introduce policies, and their policies are unconstitutional. What I have tonight is the Order of Independence. I always bring this and show this. This became the Constitution on July 10, 1973. Chapter 1, Article 2 of this says that the Constitution is the supreme law, and subject to the provision of this Constitution, if any other law is inconsistent with this Constitution, the Constitution shall prevail, and any other law is void.
Null and void.
Null and void. Where we went wrong, my brothers and my Bahamian public, is because we neglected this. We allow politicians to come out of a barroom. 3 months later, there's a member of parliament, and 1 week later, they pass in legislation. They know what the hell they doing. We got what, about 41 members of parliament now?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Incompetence.
Dunce.
Sorry.
Michael.
Incompetence, especially when it comes to the Constitution in Chapter 2. Incompetence. But brother, what they have been doing to us is criminal.
I could tell you.
And I will show the Bahamian audience tonight.
I could tell you. Dogs.
Let me go to the book of Mark, chapter 3. Mark chapter 3 and verse 27. I think that's what I want to pull up. It says, in order for a strong man to take another man's house, you must first bind the strong man. Now, why am I saying this? The opposition campaigned on taking back citizenship, illegal citizenship, not alleged, illegal citizenship from the persons from Haiti. Why Haiti? They the ones who calling us dumb and stupid.
Yes.
The Chinese might think it, but you don't hear them saying it.
Blatant
Okay.
disrespect.
Why Haiti? They're the one who we see in our voting booths,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The Chinese build their business, sell downstairs, hire you a hire and live upstairs. All right? In my opinion, my humble opinion, the Haitians are an existential threat.
Yes.
Okay? It have nothing to do with xenophobia.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with protecting sovereignty. You see what barbecue them doing now in Haiti
Mm-hmm.
against the Kenyans and the Americans? They're saying that they're protecting sovereignty. They don't want anyone just to come in and take the country from them. So they're fighting. What Bahamians lack is fight. We don't have no courage. 15% of us up for this fight. The other 85 is cowards. Now you got to decide what section or what area you in. What percentage are you? Disproportionate 15% on the low end or 85% on the high end? Me, 15%.
Mm-hmm.
I made up my mind I'm willing to die for this country. Because we have individuals who coming in trying to take it. They wouldn't go back home to try to fix their country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They always talk about how beautiful it is, which it is. The mountains, it is beautiful. But you can't just come and take my things.
Yes.
Okay? The Bible says in John 10 and 10 that the thief cometh not, the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's what a thief come to do. He either come to steal, thief, he come to kill you, or he come to destroy you. Right? That's how thieves operate. The 10 commandments. The 8 commandments, thou shalt not steal. The 8th commandment, thou shalt not steal. The 9th, thou shalt not lie. They're doing all the above in this country. They are doing all of the above with this country. And so the opposition during the last election had billboards on John F. Kennedy Drive and all over this country stating that they are going to take, but not take citizenship because they didn't go that far. All right. They introduced a document called Operation Shield, which they decide to introduce a law that was passed, partially passed, called the Bahamas Nationality Act.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said on the last show, 81.81% of that law was passed. 18.18% was not. Sections 4, 5, 6, and 9 that deals with Bahamianship, citizenship, was not passed. They attempted to pass that, but it could not pass under Section 4.2 of the Order of Independence. They never passed that under Article 13 of the Constitution, but that's not here and there. I could debate any lawyer on that.
Wow.
And from I started this, no resistance. I challenge them live. They could call it. Give me 1 hour. Let me lay it out.
Yeah. I think we can do that. We can take that challenge and I think we can spread that around.
Yeah.
Any lawyer or any paralegal to come and call the show to testify on that question, if that is what it is.
And I would like to challenge them specifically on Chapter 2 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and Chapter 2 of the Haitian Constitution as to what it says and its implication to the Bahamas. Any lawyer from the Privy Council, any lawyer from anywhere around the world. Okay, so that is open.
Yes.
We'll do it Facebook Live. We'll come on Uncut 242.
Yes.
Or if they want to be coward and stay behind the phone, only one thing I want them to do, say their name.
I agree. I agree with you. Now you can't call Uncut 242 number and don't say your name now. If you're a lawyer, a paralegal, we want you to say your name and what position you have. So when you direct a question, we could get direct answers. We ain't want no sugarcoating here. You can stay behind the line. But just know, when you come and you ask that question, we got somebody who's ready to give you some schooling.
And so the scripture teaches that in order to take a man's good, you must first bind the strong man. So if I tried to come in here and take the equipment
Yes.
And I gotta tie your damn face.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't just let me come in here and take your expensive equipment.
Yeah.
I assume you all will fight back, right?
No, I don't my jack. I gotta get my jack up. I think I know the liquor knock on the wall.
Well, the Haitian man,
Get a jack off.
and the Haitian man call it fizzy.
Oh,
Right? That's gone. So you ain't gonna let someone just come in and take your goods.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible teaches. You got to face behind the strong man. Why did I say that?
Mhm.
Administrations after administrations, consecutive, subsequent, consecutive, have been given out illegal passports to Haitian nationals.
Mm.
Okay? The opposition threatened to do something about that. But the Bible teaches that you have to face behind the strong man. How do you bind the strong man? You threaten Haitian nationals to take away their passport, and you only take the matter to court to get a declaration to have that passport removed.
And that's powerful.
Mm.
So they take that illegal passport, which happened in the last election and elections before that. Went down to the parliamentary registrar, got an illegal voter's card. I didn't say a voter's card, I said an illegal one.
Illegal. My God.
The illegal voter's card
Mhm.
is the gun.
Mm.
The goods is the passport.
Mm-mm.
You threatening them to take the passport and you leave them with the gun,
My
the fella will shoot you. What they did, they shot the opposition on election day because they threatened to take the passport but left them with the gun, their voter's card. They shot them with their voter's card.
Mm.
You got to disarm them first. How do you disarm them? Take them out of the court. Get a declaration from the court. And I can show the Bahamian people how to do that.
But you think the reason why they probably didn't do that because they didn't know their law, they didn't know the law, or they think that they don't have the power to do these things?
Well, both is correct. In most cases, a lot of the parliamentarians, they don't know law. They are lawyers. They know a lot of criminal law and penal code, but when it comes to constitutional law, few and far in between.
But are they trained in the Constitution when they go through their law, the studying the law? Do they learn the Constitution at some point?
At some point, I would assume, especially if you got Eddie in the future, it would be a part of the curriculum or the agenda. But you got to understand now, there's a specific trade you want to do after you graduate. And most of them choose criminal law because it's quick money. You could lie,
Mm.
you could connive,
Mm.
you can use penal code laws and technicalities to win.
I mean, when you really think about it, what did Brave do to become a lawyer? What did
Well, he was-
what did he do to become a lawyer?
Well, they say he was a paralegal for say.
But did he went to school to do these stuff?
Right. I don't have the history on the prime minister. But based on what I'm seeing in Parliament, when it comes to constitutional law, the prime minister them here already.
Mm.
Okay, they have the name KC, they honorary titles,
Mhm.
right? But I'll challenge the prime minister, anyone on the attorney general office, or any attorney. I keep saying that, and I'm saying that for a reason. See, because what they've been doing to us for 53 years is unbelievable. So we spoke about the disarming. You remember Michel Martelly was here in 2012?
Yes.
Okay, Joe Farrington Road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after he became president of Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
notice what he said. Haitian President Michel Martelly yesterday urged his countrymen to form a voting bloc in the Bahamas and align themselves with the political party that will best serve their interests. Let me interpret that with you, for you and the audience. Align yourself with the political party that will give you fake passport and be corrupt to give you fake documents for you to take over the Bahamas. That's my interpretation of that. That's Michel Martelly telling
His patient people.
these Haitian people what to do in 2012, which best serve your interests.
Wow.
Okay? I told them to organize themselves and identify in the upcoming election who is on their side. That way they can become a force by being unified in the election. They might have people taking care of them. Well, what you think happening with the PLP and Haitian people? That's why I told opposition party, they might as well forget it. If they don't challenge the PLP with the Haitian votes, the PLP will be in power for the next 25 years.
My Lord.
Yeah, but the opposition was inside the church talking on behalf of the Haitian, trying to get the Haitians them straight and stuff. Under Dr. Menace.
Yes.
But yet, here is the problem. They have already decided whatever deal, in my view, the PLP done cut with them. They've already decided who they can line themselves with. Right? They could get fake passport in the church, man. You remember Key Bear?
Yeah.
Frank Brown. Right? So whatever party can give them fake documents and you break all the laws with policies, and I can show you. This ain't no allegation. I can bring you the facts. Okay? The F&M, COI, they can forget it if they don't challenge Haitian votes.
It's a serious thing. You all, I hope you all like it and share, please. Like, tap the screen, share. This is getting hot.
And I want y'all to bring your friends on. This ain't no. We are teaching the Bahamian people exactly what's going on. You guys think you wouldn't hear this on ZNS and you wouldn't hear it underneath the headline. So if you're getting the truth now, please like, tap, and share the live and let everybody know that blackmail is on and he's hot. Get the water and show it on him. Cool him now.
I get some right here. Let me see. Don't turn on me. Let me see. So they have children faster than us.
Yes. But we know that.
Their children are Haitians.
Yeah.
They're no Bahamian.
Okay.
And it's too,
you make sure I say that right now.
Their children are Haitian nationals. They are not Bahamian. There are two dispensations.
Okay.
I can explain that. Let me hear
Thank you. Yeah, I just gonna say that right now. We don't want no trouble here with no company.
Ain't gonna be no trouble. Jesus Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Yes.
Right? You can slow truth down, retard it, but you can never stop truth.
Yep. It's coming.
It's coming. It ain't going.
Yeah.
It's coming. We have a law in our country based on Articles 3, 4, 5, and 7. Dual citizenship is not allowed. We all can agree on that. Okay. The ICJ, that's the International Court of Justice, said that a sovereign country has a right to decide who is their domestic citizen by its domestic laws. The Bahamas uses Chapter 2 of the Constitution. Articles 3 to 14 deals with citizenship. Article 3 deals with persons who were born in the colony before independence, right? They became automatic citizens once we came into independence on July 10. Article 4 dealt with persons who got naturalized under the 1948 British Nationality Act and who wanted to become a Bahamian and not remain a British. They also became Bahamians. Article 5 dealt with the 1967 Immigration Act. All right? Darcy Ryan received citizenship under that because he had a belongers permit under the 1963 Immigration Act, which was carried over to 1967. He was a Canadian who married a Bahamian woman and had children. So he was able to get citizenship under Article 5 too. Article 6 deals with either parent. Your ma or your pa is a Bahamian, you is a Bahamian, because you get our blood. So if your mother is a Haitian and your father is a Bahamian, you is a Bahamian. Okay? If your father is a Haitian and your mother is a Bahamian, you is a Bahamian.
Okay.
That was settled at the Privy Council level with the Tyreek Roll case in 2023. He was a citizen at birth. That's Article 6. Article 7 deals with persons who born to non-Bahamian parents. All right? Those individuals have preconditions. They get citizenship through applications. There are prerequisites. The first prerequisite is to be born in the Bahamas after the 9th of July, 1973. The second prerequisite is after attaining the age of 18, not before 18, and not after 19. After attaining the age of 18 and within 12 months, you have to put in an application. The third prerequisite is that you have to be able to renounce. Give up your foreign nationality. Okay? There's prerequisites. That's Article 7. Article 8 deals with a Bahamian man having around the world, whether it's the Bahamas or abroad, but basically abroad. That's an automatic Bahamian. Article 9 deals with a Bahamian woman who marries a foreign man, has a child in a foreign country, like the United States or wherever. The child is not a Bahamian at birth, but between the age of 18 and 21, the child can apply, okay, for Bahamian citizenship. That is Article 9 of the Constitution. That's what Ryan Pindler was trying to change without a referendum. You can't change that without a referendum. That's an entrenched law. They're constitutionally literate. We had to stop them.
Wow. That's wicked, eh?
But where they come from?
Where who come from?
Ryan Pindler.
Well, he came from his mother.
But where he come from?
Well, she came from her mother. Yeah, we had to put it human. But I get the gist.
Yeah.
My brother, let's say in the United States, we have separate laws. The United States operate under the law of just solely the right of soil, under the 14th Amendment. If you're born in the United States, you're automatic citizen at birth.
See, now before you continue,
So that's not like a weapon, right? But
this is what the Haitian community basically assuming. They feel because if their peoples them have now we talking about the set but don't have no Bahamian blood inside there. They feel if they come to this country, they have a baby inside this country, they think like how America law is, they feel like they automatically are Bahamian citizen.
Well, we have breaking news for them tonight. It's not so.
Oh shit.
Just the first time to hear it.
Man, y'all, but make sure to tag the same page, the Louis George, and all those advocates who are advocating for the Haitians' rights. Advocate this. Send that to them, please. Make sure they come on this show to see this live because they get in school tonight, all right? Please do tag them. Y'all go ahead, do your duty, and tag them, please. Thanks.
So this is the first time they're hearing that. All right. And for reference, let them go back to Article 7. That's the article. That's for them. It's not Article 6. Because they ma and they power for it. It's Article 7. I just gave you and named the 3 prerequisites.
Yes.
So the Bahamas and Haiti is what you call non-citizen national countries. All right, America, you can be an American national, but not a citizen. The Swing Islands and the American Samoa, right? They were not adopted under certain laws in America. And so the Swing Islands and America Samoa, persons who live there have to be naturalized, right? They were not incorporated under the 14th Amendment.
Gotcha.
Okay? In the Bahamas and in Haiti, once you are a national, you are an automatic citizen. Once nationality is acquired, citizenship is granted. Automatic. It happens simultaneously. Okay? Don't mind Haiti talking, but just sorry. They operate under the same laws by the blood. If you blood, they tell you you're no Haitian. Same laws as us. So that thing with just solely what you mentioned, don't mind them. They laws are more xenophobic than our laws. But they've been running this game on us. Right? So let's go to Article 8 of our Constitution.
Before you go there, Blackmail, this is what I don't understand. Do Haiti have a government
at this time?
At this time. But when was the last time that Haiti had a government?
I think it was 2021 before the assassination of their president.
So can Haiti now basically now for Haitians to go back there to renounce another to say to go into the next country to say well look at them, they renounce their citizen and now they come into the Bahamas to say well look at them, they are applying to be a citizen.
Well, we can get to that because even going back there can't help them. And I can show you it in the law.
What is this? Y'all, please, did anyone tag Louis George in this? Y'all, I need to see some of these people come in the comment.
And Louis and Haiti.
Well, all the trolls, y'all make sure to tag them 8 times.
So they have been using our ignorance of Bahamian law and Haitian law to deceive us for 53 years.
That's a long time to be damn
Yeah,
stupid.
Okay? And we've been promoting their people, and their people have been working against the indigenous Bahamians. Don't tell me nothing but ain't no indigenous Bahamians. In their constitution, they have Haitians of origin. But then you say original Bahamian, they get I ain't that. They could say
But we can't say.
no. They call us aliens in Article 55 of their constitution. But if we call them aliens or non-citizens, they get offended. I don't listen to them. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you. Of our constitution. A person born outside, you see that word I highlight that. The Bahamas after the 9th of July 1973 shall become a citizen of the Bahamas at the date of his birth. If at the date of his birth his father is a citizen of the Bahamas. Right? Now I use that particular article to highlight the word abroad. Haitians that are born in this country are born where? Abroad.
Abroad. Another country.
Haiti, which is that another country. Article 5 of the Haitian Constitution. And I want you to stay with me. Because if you miss anything I'm saying, you will miss the next part of the deck or the chess. Everything I'm about to say at the beginning is relevant. Okay? Don't miss nothing. Stay right in that chair. Okay? Tell someone to you the soda or the water. Don't move.
Charlie, put your seatbelt on, Charlie.
Article 5 of the Haitian Constitution. All Haitians, not some, all Haitians are united by one common language or by a common language, Creole. Creole and French are the official language of the Republic. Okay? Now I said that for a reason. I am about to read to you now an unofficial interpretation of the Haitian Constitution because it is in English. Any official document coming from Haiti have to be in Creole and French. If you get a document coming from Haiti and it's in English, it's not official. Keep that in mind.
Wow.
Okay? I just read Article 5 to you.
It's getting deeper.
Creole and French. Now, why did I say that? When they interpreted Article 11 of the Haitian Constitution, here is how it reads. Any person born of a Haitian father or a Haitian mother who are themselves native born. You hear that word? Native born. Haitians and have never renounced their nationality possesses Haitian nationality at the time of birth. Okay? The word possesses means to own or to have. Posséder, or that's in French, or genuine in Creole. That's the English version. Native born. Stay with me. I'm going to read to you Haitian Creole version, which was translated. Okay? I'm going to first read it to you in Creole. Then I'm going to read it in English.
Blackmail, be careful now. So when we get power, you gotta go. If you say that good, you go in the boat blackmail.
Jen nas yonai ISN depi naissance tout moun ki fet dion papa ASN oswa yon anman ISN kiti fet ISN epi ki pat jam renonce. That must mean renounce. Naso nalete yonan moman nesan la. That's Haitian Creole. Let me interpret that for you and translate it in English. Any person born to a Haitian father or Haitian mother who was born Haitian. You notice it didn't say native born. Born Haitian is a big difference. You get my point? They was using native born to say that if their parents was not native born, they ain't Haitian, meaning born on Haitian soil. That is not the original. And even it say, yeah, born Haitian. You could be born Haitian anywhere around the world.
Yes.
Okay. That's the Haitian Creole. Now let's go to the French, the original version. See why I tell you I got plenty paper? It in my head, you know. But I want to codify every day so the Bahamian people could get it. That's the French original. Posedi. Their nationality, Haitian, they originate tout individual, nous d'un père Haitien, ou du une Mary Haitien, que aux mims, sortnes Haitiens et en ava ient, jamais renoncer à l'une nationalité au moment de la naissance. Now here's the English. Any individual born to a Haitian father or a Haitian mother who were themselves born Haitian. You never say nothing but no native born. This is the original text. When they translated it into English, which is unofficial, they put native born in there to make it seem like the parent had to have been born in Haiti. The original text means anywhere around the world. So what the Haitians here were doing was saying, okay, the first generation, like Louis George's step, they were saying, okay, but I can interpret it for you. They were saying, okay, my parents is original born Haitian.
Born in Haiti.
Born in Haiti. But I'm born in the Bahamas. So when I have a child, that child ain't Haitian.
Yes, I understand what you were trying to say.
I native born. But the original text says born Haitian. Nothing to do with native born. Meaning any Haitian have a child born anywhere around the world, abroad, it's Haitian. We can establish that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they say Simon,
No, they say when we get it, because he read that so good, he going back on that boat with him.
Send me on the plane. The boat can take too long.
well, we didn't know what Andy say. Mr. Lincoln being said, we will put you all right on that plane.
Send me on the plane with air conditioning. I want to go on Bahamas there. I want to go on them other charter. You know this happened with them.
Oh, you know that? Let's not go there.
So we explain Article 11. Let's go to Article 17. All Haitians, regardless of sex or marital status, who have attained 21 years of age, may exercise their political and civil rights if they meet the other conditions prescribed by the Constitution and by law. All Haitians. In Haiti, civil and political rights mean citizenship.
Yes.
So it says you can exercise your political rights, providing what? They meet the other conditions prescribed by the Constitution and by law. When you hear Haitians and their children away register, all they saying is that we are undocumented Haitians who can't vote.
Yeah.
They trying to say because they're registered, they don't have a passport, they ain't no Haitian. Article 17 of the Haitian Constitution say all that doing to you, you ain't allowed to vote, and you ain't got no civic and political rights. Meaning you can't run for office, you can't vote, you can't get free healthcare, you can't get free education. So when they don't go register at the embassy, they still Haitian. They just, when they go Haiti, can't benefit. But they trying to tell you that if they don't register to the Haitian embassy, they're Haitian. Article 17 don't say that. That's their law. You with me so far? Nah.
She, this is powerful.
Very powerful.
They still there? Or they still there lying? Producer, you wanted to say something? Producer, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was reading some comments. So you said he read that pretty good, right? One says, no, he didn't. He butchered it. Next one say, you say he read that good. He ain't read nothing good.
That's because I'm not Haitian. So you have to excuse me now. You ask me to speak Bahamian or Bahamian dialect, man or hey or Ghana, I can do that. Right? So I am not native born Haitian, and I'm not a Haitian born abroad. So forgive me if I butchered your language. But when it comes to the English English, I think I say it fairly well.
Yes.
Okay.
You got that on back.
So to break Article 17 down in a literal term, I am a member or a customer of CIBC, First Caribbean, an excellent bank. They treat me well.
That's good. What the code is if you pin?
My PIN number?
Yeah.
Well, I can get to that right now. And so CIBC, like other banks, they offer plans for their customers, right? But you can sign up to get. Here is a credit card, a gold credit card. Okay. Here is a
Let me take a picture of this back and forward first. So I can see.
you know, we got the fraud police waiting right over. Right? Here is a. You still gonna need the pin though. You ain't got the pin. I only need the pin in my head.
But when you bought, what year?
What year I bought? I got a thing with that.
Take a picture of that.
So you single.
And so this is a business account. This is a different card. You hold that. One more card I want to show you. This is a debit card. Right?
That's some old money in this. It's dirty.
Yeah, not that one, Daddy. That's right, Daddy. See, that's the image. That's the image.
That's what dirty.
That's Daddy. So use those cards is if I activate them. Okay? They belong to me.
Yeah.
They're my card. But uses of them come through activation. Haitians are Haitians. But they got to activate their civil and political rights by registering.
That's powerful.
Right? Me having these cards, give me that one on chairs, but you trying to the camera, this one. Give me the dirty one back.
Give the whole money back.
Give me the dirty one back.
That's old money right there, boy.
And so the activation gives me access to the account, but I still a customer. Now I could be a customer, and if I don't activate the account, then I can't get the money, but I still a customer.
Yes.
They Haitian, man. When they register, they can vote in Haiti.
Yes.
Office. Until they register, they undocumented, but they still Haitian. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, okay.
So I need to understand the relevance of that statement as we continue. When in the United States, they don't have a passport. Well, the older ones.
Yes.
They don't have a birth certificate. All right. Nor any form of identification. They live like in the medieval days.
Yeah.
Okay. The Amish ones. But they are still American citizens under the 14th Amendment. They don't have no documentation. But the 14th Amendment protects them. You can't tell them they're no American. You can't deport them. Documentation doesn't create the citizenship. It only a passport does not create Haitian citizenship. It only confirms it. Patient at an embassy does not create Haitian citizenship. It only confirms it. You want a case for the Bahamas? Tyreek Roll. The Privy Council ruled that Tyreek Roll was a citizen at the time of birth, but he didn't have a Bahamian passport. But the Privy Council ruled he was a citizen at the time of birth. He didn't have no Bahamian documents. Blood, the right of blood, just in greenness. Haitians are citizens, automatic. The most Haitian man. I don't know why they're trying to run from that and trying to diss their country and their people.
Yes.
But they so country, they always, every flag there, this and that, everywhere around the world, they always showing Haiti, but they're going back to this damn place they always pushing.
And causing a problem around the world.
Always causing a problem.
And they deny that they're Haitian citizens. All right, so they diss in their country. So I don't respect them for that. I'll never diss in the Bahamas. Forget that. So they came up with this ideology. That's what it is. It's a concept. It's an ideology called statelessness. There are two types of statelessness. There's statelessness through de jure, by law. And there's de facto statelessness, an ideology or concept, which came into play by the Human Rights Organization. But let me give you the legal term for statelessness under international law. In international law, a stateless person is someone who is not considered a national by any state under the operation of its law. Under Article 11, Haitians don't qualify for statelessness because they are considered nationals under the operation of Haitian law. I just read it to you. You want me to read it again? Let me read it again. The English version. Just keep out your head, the native born. Any person born of Haitian father, Haitian mother, who are themselves born Haitian and have never renounced their nationality, possess Haitian nationality at the time of birth. They possess Haitian nationality at the time of birth. So they can't qualify under statelessness. Because in international law, a stateless person is one who is not considered a national by any state. Haitians are considered nationals under Haitian law. Let's kill that. That's the law. I pulled out of my backside just now. That's law.
Just like the Amish, those people who are born.
14th Amendment.
The 14th Amendment.
International law. Okay. Now, Fred Mitchell know better because he's now the Minister of Immigration. And in 2014, after Michel Martelly talked that nonsense, Fred Mitchell addressed him. And I hope that he would address this matter again because there's play food. They know the truth, you know. That's why I told you, some of them know the truth and then some constitutionally literate. Here is an official statement from the Christie administration in 2014. Nassau, Bahamas. The following is a statement by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. There were a number of media outlets who published reports attributed to the Haitian president saying that there are stateless persons of Haitian descent in the Bahamas. As the Bahamas government understands, the law of Haiti, which I just read, the child of Haitian born anywhere is a Haitian at birth. The Minister of Immigration says that, Fred Mitchell.
Wow.
What?
He agrees that they are Haitian at birth. He agrees to that.
But
Yes.
sorry for cutting you off. How old Fred Mitchell was when he now in his stage in the age now?
He's 67.
Well, let's look at the year when he put that statement out, 2014. It is now 2026. So that's about 12 years ago. Because 2024 would be 10 years, 2026, 12 years ago. He made the statement. Then he went on to say, this would mean, so he gives an explanation now. Therefore, that the children of Haitian parents born in the Bahamas are not stateless. That's a definitive statement from the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So they acknowledge that children born to Haitian parents in the Bahamas are not stateless. International law acknowledges our government, past and now present, because he's the Minister of Immigration and Foreign Affairs, acknowledge it. This would mean, therefore, that children of Haitian parents born in the Bahamas are not stateless, and our law requires those persons to obtain a Haitian passport and a residence permit, since at birth they are not Bahamians.
Wow.
Right? So you want to swallow that for a while. Okay.
Wow.
You finish swallowing.
Wow.
So we have a definitive statement from international law. That's the UN. I mean, great statelessness. Whenever you hear them talk about state, de facto statelessness, right? That law, that's an ideology, that's a concept. De facto statelessness is not law. You go by de jure. And so, in the Bahamas Nationality Act, the part that is law, or one of the sections that is law, I want to read to you section 20 in offenses. It's going to get hot in a little while. You don't feel the heat? Okay.
Producer, put this AC on Attica, please. And Attica.
Any person who, for the purpose of procuring anything to be done or not to be done under the provisions of Chapter 2 of the Constitution or of this Act, makes any statement which he knows to be false in a material particular, or recklessly makes a statement which is false in a material particular, shall be guilty of an offense and shall be liable, A, on summary conviction, to a fine not exceeding $1,000 or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 12 months, or to both a fine and imprisonment, or B, on conviction or information in the Supreme Court, to a fine not exceeding $5,000 or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years, both such fine on words. If you lie and you're putting in for Bahamian documentation, your backside could go to jail.
But didn't we just had a case recently where somebody get charged $500?
$500. It was basically 3.
Yes. But you said that just now $1,000.
No. But this is a different matter. This for ones or individuals. When you had say material particular, that's relevant documents that they give to the immigration department, like a renunciation certificate or a birth certificate. They're material particulars, relevant documents. All right. And so we actually dealing tonight with the ones who are putting in application. And let me say this here why we deal with application. Haitians are entitled to apply.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the age of 18.
Right.
And no more than 12 months, they have that 12 months before.
Yes.
Yes.
The Privy Council has already settled that in the Jean Rooney Charles case. That's why Jean Rooney Charles didn't get citizenship after the age of 19. They have entitlement to apply. They do not have an entitlement to be registered. Don't mix it up. Article 7 of the Constitution say that they have an entitlement to apply, follow an application form, but they are not entitled to be registered as a Bahamian citizen. You hear them say they're entitled to be Bahamian, they're entitled to be no Bahamian. The entitlement comes after they meet the prerequisites of Article 7, the 3 I mentioned earlier. So, what I'm about to read to you is the law that was passed on August 31st, 1973, the Bahamas Nationality Act Regulations. Form 2, Regulation 3. This particular form deals with persons who are applying for citizenship under Article 7. Pay attention closely. Application for registration as citizens of the Bahamas under Article 7 or Article 9 of the Constitution. Warning. The giving of information on this form or in support of the application can lead to a fine or imprisonment. Some things I want to point out on this form. It can also be viewed as a declaration by a deponent, because this is a sworn affidavit. How do I know that? There's the signature of the deponent, and there's the justice of the peace signature. So this is an affidavit. In law, this is a sworn affidavit along with an application. Okay? So it's a hybrid document.
Yes.
Okay? Number 2 on this document, my father's full name. So let's say Haitian is pulling this up. My father's full name.
Dawson Puller.
No, there'll be something like Jean-Claude. Right? I mean, providing this ain't well, if there's Article 6, then no Haitian.
Okay.
Article 7. So Jean-Claude or Salvinus Baptiste. Okay? For argument's sake. The applicant, which would be in this case, say Anubi Georges, would be filling this out. Father's name. Mother's name. My mother's full name was, she was born where? Haiti. Her nationality is Haitian. So, father name, he's Haitian. Nationality, he's Haitian. Mother name, Haitian. Nationality, she's Haitian. What Article 11 of the Haitian Constitution said? If they have children, their children is what?
Haitian.
Born Haitian. At when? The time of birth. You know, lawyer can run in that operating room and sign no paper to cancel their citizenship. It's automatic. That's why they got to follow the application form at 18 to become a Bahamian. Between 1 and 18, they're not stateless. I just proved under international law what stateless is. It ain't them. Probably some people from another country, but it ain't Haitian. So, these are the things I want the Bahamian people to understand. They ain't stateless, they Haitian. You agree?
Agree.
Okay, based on the information. Now, then you go over to page 2. There's the signature of the applicant. So, Louis Georges or whatever Haitian would sign this document. The justice of the peace would sign it. When they sign this document, This is an admittance that they are a Haitian citizen based on Article 11, because their mother nationality is Haitian.
On Facebook.
Their mother nationality is Haitian. And so,
Okay, so we're still live on. Apparently, we have a problem on TikTok right now. So just give me a minute. Let me try to figure out exactly what's going on. But we're still live on YouTube and Facebook. I think we've been banned off TikTok. So I'm just gonna try to fix this.
Go ahead. We still live on Facebook.
and so they are Haitians at the time of birth. That's their nationality.
Yes.
They ain't state.
Mhm.
So that talk went around here a bit, but statelessness. And I can tell you why they do it in a little while, to try to deceive us. See, if you stateless, you don't have to renounce.
Mm. Wow.
Okay? If you stateless, then what country you have to renounce from? You don't belong to a country. You stateless. So they try to hold on to statelessness to avoid renouncing, to circumvent Article 7 of the Constitution.
Yes.
Okay? Once they sign this document, Form 2, Regulation 3, which is a sworn affidavit, this is an admission that they're Haitian based on Article 11 of the Constitution. They say they're Haitian once they sign this. Right? This is an admission.
Wow.
So I want the Bahamian public to understand that. That's a confession.
Yes.
In a court of law, that's a legal document to prove that there's Haitian citizen. Don't mind what they say with their mouth. That form is at the immigration department. You subpoena that form because they need to fill that out in order
To get.
Bahamian citizenship or to apply. Not so much to get, but to apply. So I get nosy.
Mm.
Right? And to give me a little backup, I went to AI. And I asked AI, I say, listen, Form 2 Regulation 3, or on Form 2 Regulation 3, if a child born to a Haitian parent claim that their father is a Haitian, their mother was born in Haiti, and she is a Haitian national, does that make the statement by the deponent a Haitian based on the information signed off? So I asked AI, I say yes. The answer is yes. From a strict legal standpoint, signing off on that specific information means that the deponent, meaning the Haitian child who signed that document, is declaring fact that established they are Haitian national by descent. When they sign that, they agree, admitting
Yes.
under international and Haitian law. While filling out Form 2 is an application to become a Bahamian citizen, the details the deponent swears to have a direct impact on their existing legal status. Because the deponent sworn information established them as a Haitian citizen, it immediately triggers the core restriction in Article 7 of the Bahamas Constitution. The Bahamas does not permit dual citizenship for adults registrants. Therefore, because the statement identifies the deponent as Haitian, they cannot be granted Bahamian citizenship until they provide official proof that they have formally renounced their Haitian nationality.
Wow.
So the document they sign prove they're Haitian citizen,
Yes.
right?
They get themselves away with that one.
They give themselves away. They can't get Bahamian citizenship unless they renounce. The first foreigner under Article 7 in this country could have only applied for Bahamian citizenship in 1991 under Article 7. Here's the breakdown on that. We got independence in 1973. 18 years after independence is 1991. The first applicant could not apply until 1991. 18 years after independence.
Yes.
So the first Haitian or any non-national first opportunity was to apply.
In 1991.
1991. Now it brings us to the case of the Haitian lady that was awarded
$575,000.
by the Supreme Court by retired Judge Ruth Bo Davin.
Man, what is this?
Okay,
Man?
so we want to break that down. It was in the,
Which year this was?
it was in the newspaper. Here is the backdrop on that. This case was probably tried somewhere probably in 2018, 2019, or 20, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
Okay? Ruth Bo Davin retired in December of 2021, but she never made a written ruling until 2024, 2 years and 8 months after her retirement.
Mm.
Under Article 96 of the Constitution, she can't do that. If she had not made an oral ruling before she left the bench and then put it in writing, she could not, after retirement, come now and make a written ruling. This case was appealed to the appeals court. The justices in the appeals court ruled 4-1 that it's unconstitutional under Article 96 of the Constitution. This matter is now before the Privy Council. But 4 justices of the appeals court ruled that this case must be retried.
Hmm.
Because the ruling of Ruth Bo Davin is unconstitutional. You can't leave the bench almost 3 years later and then send down a ruling. Now, that leaves everyone to think hanky-panky
Of course.
as to what might have gone down.
Of course.
Questions can be asked.
Yes.
The appeal court realized that.
Of course.
So with the 4-1 ruling, they give the attorneys, I believe the lead attorney was Fred Smith, leave to carry the matter to the Privy Council to try fleece us, in my words, so the $575,000.
Wow.
Okay? Now, we want to take a forensic look or semi-forensic look at the case, not forgetting the information I just shared with you from the beginning, from the onset of this show. And I'm going to show you why they play in footsie. In my opinion, the Bahamian government, along with the Haitian embassy, trying to destroy this country and the Bahamian people, in my humble estimation. Duke of Gold, I have enlarged the ruling,
Mhm.
okay, for reading purposes. This is the ruling from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas from the Supreme Court. The number is 2018-pub-JRS 0026 for reference. For reference. In the matter of the application for judicial review of the Supreme Court Order 53, and in the matter of Article 7, 17, 26, and 28 Constitution of the Bahamas. Attorneys for the applicants was Fred Smith, KC, that's Fred Smith,
Yes, sir.
okay? And there were several other attorneys. For the essence of time, I wouldn't read the attorneys. But however, let's go into the first page of this ruling, or the document. Section 4. The applicant is a 23-year-old female in the Bahamas at the Princess Margaret Hospital at New Providence to parents who were at the time citizens of Haiti and living in the Bahamas. She has always lived in the Bahamas and has never held a passport, nor has she ever visited Haiti. Miss Dahin Nona, that's her name.
Wow.
Her attorneys claim that, yeah, okay, her parents was Haitian. But under Article 11, if your parents Haitian, what you is? You was Haitian at the time of birth.
Yes, sir.
They also claim that she don't have a Haitian passport. I just explained to you, passport only confirms it does not create
It doesn't create.
Haitian citizenship
It just
because of just sanguineous, the right of, okay? The argument they took the court was that she never went Haiti and that she does not have a Haitian passport.
Meaning they're trying to say she's stateless.
Ah, come to the head of the class, Duke of Gold. But we are not stateless now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They also asked Ruth Davel to order what they require the Director of Immigration to register the applicant of the citizen as a citizen of the Bahamas forthwith. So they wanted the Supreme Court Justice to make this Haitian woman a citizen of the Bahamas without following Article 7 of the Constitution.
Wow.
The plot thickens.
Mm-mm.
Grounds upon which judicial review relief is sought. The applicant seeks to judicial review the respondent's ongoing failure or refusal to process, consider, determine, and or grant Ms. Nona's application dated, I want you to keep this date in mind, the 13th of September 2013. Keep that in mind. The 13th of September 2013 and made on the 16th of September 2013 under Article 7 of the Constitution of the Bahamas for registration as a citizen of the Bahamas. They claim on ground one, constitutional rights, failure to consider Ms. Nona's citizenship application timely or at all, right? They said that Ms. Nona's application contained all the required information and documentation as confirmed by Immigration Officer King and did not fall within the exceptions or qualification. In addition, Ms. Nona is not a citizen of any other. This was Fred Smith and the attorneys argued in the Supreme Court.
Which is a lie.
They are strangers of the truth.
And they still didn't, if I'm listening to this case correctly, they still, the third requisite, which is to renounce, they didn't get that.
But we can get to that. But the first lie, strangers of the truth. They say Ms. Nona is not a citizen of any country. But I just showed you on Article 11 of the Haitian Constitution for the world to see that Ms. Nona is a Haitian at
birth.
Okay, first lie. And in any event, was not asked by the Department of Immigration to renounce any such citizenship. So they are admitting that Ms. Nona didn't renounce because they're claiming that the Department of Immigration did not ask her to renounce. Well, Article 7 of the Constitution asks her to renounce.
Yes.
Whether the immigration officer asks her or not, the Constitution, which is the Supreme law, asks her to renounce. It's lie number 2. So here's what we know so far. She's a Haitian citizen who claimed that she didn't belong to any country. She lied. Her attorneys lied on her behalf.
Yes.
The second thing we learned, she renounced. Because according to Fred Smith and the attorneys, the immigration officer didn't ask her to renounce. That's the first round. So we called them in 2 lies.
Before you continue, sorry, I apologize. I just want to apologize to everybody. We got knocked off TikTok because apparently it was a Haitian lady who was on TikTok was mad at the fact that we actually revealing all of this stuff, and she feel like we was talking about Haitians. So she ended up blocking TikTok. So we had to cancel it to come back on. So everybody who just joined in TikTok and who's on Facebook and YouTube, I want to apologize for me leaving. I had to go and restart TikTok so we come back on because it's so sad. It's not that we're talking about them, it's the fact that we are actually teaching them about their law and exactly how it goes. And the thing about it, they don't want to hear the truth. They want it to continue the way it is because they're benefiting from the system the way it is.
Michelle Martelly told them to find a political party which can take care of them. That's why they voted for the PNP.
Yes.
That's what I tried to get the oppositions to see. Now, this lady could call anytime after I'm finished. I'll take any calls, answer any question, because, and this is an open book. That's the law.
Yes.
Okay? Now we're dealing with a Bahamian court case
Yes.
where Ms. Nonut, who trying to get $575,000 of taxpayers' money, my money.
I just gonna say the Bahamian people money, because all the Bahamian people is paying IB. We pay taxes. We go to work and we do what we gotta do. Law-abiding citizens. That's why they don't have to fight, because they law-abiding citizens.
Yep. And you don't want me to say nothing? Well, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Yeah, but
And
like
so-
you say, the 15%. I part of that 15.
So, the first grounds, we catch them in two lies. That's ground one.
Mhm.
That's the judicial review. Ground two, the failure are ultra virus because for the reasons set out under ground one, Ms. Nonut is entitled to be registered as a citizen of the Bahamas under Article 7. That's a lie.
Wow.
She's not entitled to be registered. She's entitled to apply.
Apply. And at the age of what? 18.
And before what? Your 19th birthday.
Birthday. Yes, sir. 12 months. Y'all get it right now. Y'all listen. And 242, y'all get this right. All y'all who coming on here and trying to report this, listen, y'all need to just sit down and be educated, man. Stop being fools, man. This is education. Y'all need to know about the Bahamas. So y'all and your family members come here, y'all to do it the right way. Stop going the back door. Y'all too like back door, do things the right way.
And accordingly, the Director of Immigration had a mandatory duty under Article 7 to possess a citizenship process, her citizenship application, and to register her as a citizen of the Bahamas. And there was and is no proper basis for failing and refusing. Man, Article 7 give the proper basis.
Yes.
Wow.
You see what Fred Smith them going and caught run on it?
Yeah.
I'll never tell you why I say they playing footsie. The government never objected to what he said.
Government?
The Attorney General offered on the information in this document never objected.
Who's the Attorney General at this? This is 2023.
Carl Belly.
But hold a bit.
Your tie card battle inside this right now. Tie card battle to this Facebook, TikTok, the tie and got 242 show. You heard that just now?
Who's God Bell?
Card battle was the Attorney General that was dealing with our attorney, our legal affairs pertaining to our defense and the system.
And so
Awesome.
there was no objection to this nonsense. Now, if I was in charge of Attorney General office or a lawyer in the AG office, I get us the court and I case them right up. I just showed you two lies on round one, right? They never objected because they said that she is entitled. The Constitution, Article 7 says she's entitled to apply, not entitled to be registered. She's only entitled to be registered once the prerequisites, 3 of them,
Yes.
where she qualified for 2. Now, ground 3. Further, the failures are irrational because no decision maker acting properly and taking into account only relevant considerations. Well, let me tell you the relevant considerations. Section 7 of the Bahamas Nationality Act, the minister was make sure anyone who's applied or believe that they're entitled for being in citizenship on Articles 5, 7, 9, or 10, the minister must make sure that all of the relevant provisions of the Constitution are complied with. 3 relevant provisions of the Constitution, Article 7, born 9th of July 1973. Apply after attaining within 12 months and renounce. You see what he run on with? Relevant consideration. He talking nonsense. Now, then it says, let me read this slow. Accounts irrelevant considerations could have reached the decision or to refuse, fail or to consider, determine, or refuse to accede to Ms. Nonut's citizenship application. When the Immigration Department see any application from any Haitian, it's supposed to be denied.
Wow.
Especially after June 19th. Explain that too.
Wow.
Because they hold on this woman, they got us paying all this money. I told you there are 2 dispensations. See, that's the truth. Who here mad, that's their business. Go read the law. Google what I saying, fact check me, and then come back to me.
Okay, but before you continue, like me, we need for the people who don't understand what you're talking about with this Haitian woman that now the court is going to pay. Now we have I don't think behemoths, even if they know, I don't think they remember the situation,
The court case.
the court case. So for the people that what in know and listening, can you just backtrack for them to know exactly what's going on? Because this is all of our money. What we gonna now pay this illegal Haitian woman?
There was a case that was brought in the Supreme Court, I believe it's in 2018 or 19, from Ms. Dehan Nornett. She claimed that they didn't process her citizenship in time, and when questioned about it, the Immigration Department admitted that they had lost the documents. Fred Smith and several other attorneys took the matter to the Supreme Court before retired Justice Ruth Bo Dowell. After the case, Ruth Bo Dowell retired, I believe, in December 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Ruth Bo Dowell, upon her retirement, never gave an oral judgment, nor a written judgment. In 2024, 2 years and 8 months later, all of a sudden a written judgment appeared from a retired judge who is not on the bench.
But hold on, pause. Is this lady organic behavior? I did not say organic behavior. Is this lady, this Haitian national, is a mommy daddy Haitian, or she a mommy Haitian, daddy behavior?
Now, she's Article 7, not Article 6. Her mother and her father is Haitian.
Haitian.
Haitian, whatever.
So but basically, what we doing? So she's supposed to be applying for residency.
Well, yeah, we can get to that. That's why they passed something in the House of Assembly the other day, right? But I got you.
Which I go to.
I got you.
I go.
Yeah. So I explained in the case.
Okay.
And so it was appealed because under Article 96, we got some smart appeal court judges, justices, right? I respect them highly. Some of the Supreme Court justices, so Ian Winder, he knows the law. I respect him.
Okay.
If politics don't get in the way, he's solid.
Okay.
And based on some rulings, especially did in terms of breaking down some shanty towns, when Fred Smith tried to jam him in the corner, Ian Winder knew the law. And I told Fred Smith, he said, well, if you knew I didn't have any jurisdiction, why did you bring this case in front of me? Because the case was taken from Justice Cheryl Grant Bettle. So Ian Winder knows the law, the Chief Justice. 4 Supreme Court, 4 appeals court justices ruled in favor of the government who said they ain't paying this woman. 1 ruled in favor that she should be paid. So the matter is now before the Privy Council because they gave Fred Smith leave to carry the matter before the Privy Council. I am praying that the Privy Council go by Article 96 and agree with the 4 justices, strike that down, and send this back to the Supreme Court for reasons that I just mentioned. We need this case in terms of our citizenship to be tried over.
Yes.
Because that's why I'm exposing it now.
Yes.
There was no opposition, the government at the time, to oppose this nonsense what Fred Smith then run on in court, saying she ain't no citizen of Haiti, saying she ain't had to renounce, saying she obeyed all the relevant provisions. All that is nonsense. I can prove it.
Yes.
Is Fred Smith a real organic behavior?
Let me put it to you like this. He okay?
Well, that answers your question.
I think you need to. I think you need to go over that.
Now, in relation to his parentage, I can't speak to, but records I've seen, he was born in Haiti. So, well, let's continue while you swallow that, because I want you choke.
I got to school over a little bit.
So
my goal is getting hard with the college.
So yes, grounds 4. And I'm going to read ground 4, and I'm going to let you hear how they not so much misinterpret, but confuddle up. That's another Bahamian language for my Haitian lady who say I can't speak good English. Confuddle up is Bahamian vernacular. How they confuddle up Article 7. Listen to what they say. Ground 4. The respondents, by their fifth defined hearing, have acted in breach of Article 7 of the Constitution of the Bahamas, listen to this, which provides that an applicant who is born in the Bahamas to parents who are not citizens of the Bahamas, that's one. Yeah, that's the first. After the 9th of July, that's correct. Two, who applies into the prescribed form within a year of their, then it says her 18th birthday, that's correct. After attaining the 18th birthday.
Yes.
Here they mess up the third part. Whose application does not come within the exception or qualification prescribed in the interest of national security. Sorry, no, three was who is not a citizen of another country, refuse to renounce that citizenship. They run on with that foolishness again.
You know what, blackmail?
In the breach of constitutional right,
I got-
saying the woman
I gotta take my shoes off because I can't fucking hold.
say, who is not a citizen of another country and has refused to renounce her citizenship. You hear the nonsense Fred Smith them run on with in the Supreme Court, and not one attorney from the government stand up to object. So there's a question now. I wonder if monies was agreed to be shared out. That's a question. I accusing no one of nothing.
I want to know how much coin was damn shared.
No, well, I want to know who is the politician who getting the $1 million a month for BPL. We can
Nah.
talk about that later.
No, hold on.
I want to see that. Now, see,
Blackmail.
Don't mix me up with BPL and citizenship.
That's a dangerous animal.
That's all right. I ain't getting tonight. I dealing on citizenship. Call me back for BPL. Because then you go into BPL, then you go on know what player Gardner and the playing crash. Right? Believe that.
I know, listen to me. Immigration, this year, somebody handing the cookie jar.
So,
$500,000.
so, man, they was asking for a million. Let me finish reading. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, don't show. Fuck.
I got to take my
So, the question of to be asked.
blackmailer. You know, I can't take my hat off. Shit.
The question of to be asked. If someone in the Attorney General office was offered money not to object, that's a question. That's a question. I ain't accusing no one of nothing.
Blackmail. Like
The question of to be asked.
blackmail.
If someone at the immigration department was offered money not to ask for a renunciation certificate. That's a question. I'm not accusing no one of nothing. That's the document here. That's the case. The government didn't object, and the immigration department didn't ask for no renunciation certificate according to the Supreme Court document.
That's a serious question. That's a loaded question.
And you don't test them on 3 or 4 lies.
I'll go 2 for 2. Listen here, if I stay on in front of this camera, I'll take off everything because I get noted now. I'm gonna allow my co-host to continue this interview with Blackmail. Because Blackmail literally come here tonight. He's on fire. He coming to bring all the documents and
Lord.
every single thing. And I want to aim is if you're listening, screen record, tap the screen, share the live, and let everybody know that Blackmail is on and he's on Uncle 2 for 2, and we are revealing every single thing. Blackmail, I want to thank you so much for coming here. Listen, y'all, let's end this shit now because I going crazy right now.
If you need to leave the room, you can excuse yourself.
I'm telling you.
Don't compare you want a second day.
I gotta go, yo. I gotta go.
I need to hear everything about this report. This year, I need to hear it.
He can be like Peter. Peter followed Jesus from afar off. If you don't follow us from afar off, that's fine.
Yeah, but we got to get to the bottom of this.
Then it says, for the 2014 immigration policy government appears to be behind the respondent's failure of Ms. Norton, appears to have been and continues to be discriminated against both on the basis of parentage. So now they're agreeing now that she have Haitian parents.
Yes, sir.
So what she is?
Yeah, she's a Haitian.
Her lawyers,
I'm going to say Haitian or Haitian.
her lawyers agreeing
But they said on the application, look,
that she have Haitian parentage. And then they said, right, that Ms. Norton, then they said that Ms. Norton don't have no ties to Haiti. They say she don't have no ties to Haiti. In the document, here it says, approximately 6 years later, in 2019, and in the process of these court proceedings, Ms. Norton was finally registered as a Bahamian. So the lawyers in the department to register this woman as a Bahamian before the matter went to court.
My Lord.
Because the immigration department didn't know the law, or the question is asked, was someone offered money? That's the question. But they gave her citizenship. Even though she didn't qualify under Article 7, the last precondition of the Constitution. So here's the nonsense. Ms. Norton became a citizen of no country with no legal ties to Haiti. That's in the document. So who her mother is and who her father is.
The Haitian.
So how she gonna have no legal ties to Haiti? This is what our lawyer is saying.
And not alive.
In the document, Ms. Norton is a Bahamian citizen in waiting. That's what they claim. Okay, I can accept that. She's a Bahamian citizen in waiting, but she's a Haitian.
Yes. Thank you.
She's waiting for Bahamian citizenship, but in law, she's Haitian. Two dispensation. That's the Supreme Court case. It's more than that. Like I told you, they was asking for $1 million. The court ruled $575,000. So she chopped it in half. Right? If they did what her attorney said they did to her, Article 17 torture and other things, I believe she should get some of that money if they treated her like that. But the part with the 100,000 for putting her to torture for exemplary damage, yes, right, and punitive damages, I don't think she should get that money.
But how many Bahamians is police officers? Police bust their hip, broken bones, bloodshot eyes, head injuries, concussions, seizures, broken teeth, and all these different things. And Bahamians don't get awarded this type of money.
My brother, that's why I said and told you all, no one coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. So we can move along quickly. I told you about two dispensations.
Yes.
Okay? The first dispensation in Haitian law is pre-June 19, 2012. All them Haitian who out there rowing and talking, they need to go read their law and their constitution. Pre-June 19, 2012. Pre-June 19, 2012, they were in voluntary renunciation. They operated under the November 6, 1984 nationality, Haitian nationality. It was a presidential decree.
Yes.
In order for Haitians to formally renounce under Article 30, they needed a presidential decree, my brother.
And they still do now.
Not now. I explained that. Two dispensation. They needed a presidential decree, and the decree had to be gazetted in the Le Monitor. So any Haitian who claimed to renounce their Haitian nationality between 1991 and 2012 supposed to have a presidential decree at the Department of Immigration. And we want a copy of the gazetting of that decree from the Le Monitor. That's what the law says. Article 30. Loss of Haitian nationality must be declared by presidential decree published in the official journal. So if they don't have a presidential decree, Louis George is there. They around here making noise. If a presidential decree is not at the Department of Immigration, under the gazetting of that decree for proof in the newspaper, it's still Haitian.
Yes, sir.
Okay? That's pre-June 19, 2012. Post-June 19, 2012, Article 13 was abrogated, which allowed them to get citizenship through naturalization in a foreign country. The thing about Article 13, you also needed a presidential decree, even though you got naturalized in a foreign country, because the mechanism, November 6, 1984 presidential decree, was adopted by the 1987 Constitution, right? So the statutory framework was changed in the 87 Article 13, but the administrative mechanism, the process or the procedure was carried over. You could find that in Article 296 of the Haitian Constitution. So the Haitian Constitution adopted the presidential decree. Let them go look it up. Okay? So, ain't like the presidential decree dropped. It was adopted. The word used with it was maintained. Okay. After June 19th, 2012. But let me help you.
My Lord.
Let me help you. Let me help you with this. You see this here? This is extrait de, well, miss, don't get around with me. I know Haitian. Extrait des minutes du greffe de la Cour de cassation de la République. This is a court case to explain everything I just told you. This is an official court case in Haiti, the Court of Cassation, where Article 13 of the Haitian Constitution was challenged by a Texas businessman by the name of Dumas Sameas. The background on him is that he owns one of the 5 largest black-owned business in Texas. In 2005, he went to Haiti to try run for president. The CEP, or the Provisional Electoral Council, told him that he couldn't run for president because he was not, because he had obtained an American passport. So they said, listen, man, at that time, Haiti only allowed one citizenship. You couldn't have dual citizenship before June 19, 2012. They was like us. Don't mind them talking. One passport before June 19, 2012. That's what they allowed. Now they're allowing dual passport. So they told Dumas Sameas that, listen, you can't run for president because you now an American citizen with an American passport. So let me give you the English version of the court minutes. Extract from the minutes of the Registry of Cassation of the Republic, this Haiti Supreme Court. In the name of the Republic, the Court of Cassation Special Section delivered the following judgment on the appeal of Mr. Dumas Sameas, owner residing domicile in St. Mark, identified at number. And then it gives the number. In the name of the Republic Court of Cassation, Special Section delivered the following judgment on the appeal of Mr. Dumas Sameas, owner residing and domicile in St. Mark. This is the identification number in the Haitian files for the case. Identified in number 009-291-636-4 for this financial year registered in the electoral under number 1397210, having as lawyers constituted, this is lawyer's name, Miss Louise Gary Lisedi, Alice Domeas, Vongli Cadet, and Joseph B. Lessa of Port-au-Prince, Bar, identified license and imposed number 003-003-783-9. Anyhow, I only read that to show you that's an official document.
Yes.
So let's hear the court ruling as it relates to Dumas Sameas. After the Court of Cassation heard the case, they said, whereas for the examination of the case file, it appears that Mr. Dumas Sameas submitted for the admissibility of his candidacy for presidency to the bed request all the documents required by Article 11-118 and paid amount of 25,000 Haitian gods provided for in Article 119 of the electoral decree, that his candidacy was not subject of any dispute within the deadline set by Article 131, second paragraph of this decree, that in accordance with Article 125, second of the decree, that CEP, that's the Provisional Electoral Council, had to give him the final certificate of candidacy and bear his name on the published list of candidates approved by the presidency. Here's where we come in with what I just said to you concerning their constitution. And bear his name and published list of candidates approved the presidency. Number one, that's what the court ruled. No registration of forgery having been made against a certificate of residence issued by a justice of peace, a sworn judicial police officer who assertions are believed to be point or registration of forgery. This is our part. No act of renunciation of Haitian nationality having been produced by the Provisional Electoral Council.
Wow.
The court said that because the Provisional Electoral Council did not produce the presidential decree and the gazetting of that decree, Dumaseus Sameas is still Haitian. That's precedent. All we asking is our government use the same ruling, which is precedent in the Haitian jurisdiction from their Supreme Court, to ask these Haitians to produce the same document. Because unless they produce it, the court has already interpreted Article 13 of the Haitian Constitution saying that they need a presidential decree.
Yes.
So all them funny documents they bring into us, say they renounce, according to Haitian law and jurisprudence, they still Haitian. All it will be them. Now, if they have presidential decree and gazetting of the decree, I'll be the first to come. In the Le Monitor, I'll be the first to come here and say this one is Bahamian, that one is Bahamian, that one is Bahamian. Unless they produce that, that now was abrogated, meaning it was repealed.
Yes.
Okay? Now let's bring this home. Since that was abrogated, we asked the Immigration Department, so we know Miss Deanne Nonnet still Haitian.
Yes.
Because her lawyer don't admit that she ain't renounced.
Yes.
Her lawyer don't admit that, well, she says she got Haitian parentage, so that means she got ties to Haiti.
Yes.
And they was lying.
So she
Yeah, they're trying to confuse me. Yeah.
If you press limitations and you put it on the application.
So pre-1987, pre-2012, presidential decree was required. So all Haitians who claim they're Bahamian, they need presidential decree and the gazetting of the decree. That's jurisdiction. All we got to do in the Bahamian law, because this happened in another country, you call this a question of fact. All we got to do is get these documents notarized, get a Haitian attorney or someone in international law who can confirm this case and the ruling and present it in our court. This has to be accepted.
Yes.
Because the highest court in Haiti, the procedure and the qualifications for renunciation. Okay, that one over. Now let's deal with post 2012. You remember we had a constitutional commission with Sean McQueenie them, where Perry Christie gave them the opportunity or the job to amend the Constitution, certain things in the Constitution. Article 9, and other articles make foreign men who marry Bahamian women citizens. Yeah, and make their children citizens at birth. Okay, so they hired Sean McQueenie.
Yes.
2013. The report put forth dozens of recommendations regarding national sovereignty, individual rights, and political system. Right? Some of medicine for children born abroad, that was a proposal, which was knocked down. Citizen for foreign spouses, that was a proposal. Bahamian father proposal, which the Privy Council unsorted. So, this was a proposal, constitutional proposal. Now, why am I saying this? You all sit back and you all see. In 2018, the Haitian government did the same proposal. It's called the Amendment Constitutional. 30 propositions, 30 proposals that they wanted to add to their constitution. Jerry Cadio, he was a member of the lower house in Haiti at the time. Okay? I believe he was a member of parliament for Pétionville or Pétionville. This was a state-sponsored proposal. Y'all hold on to y'all Z. I want to read something here. In the proposal was 30 bullet points or 30 articles that they wanted to amend, but Parliament never voted on it to introduce a process for voluntary renunciation. In 2018, they was trying to put voluntary renunciation in the Constitution because it ain't there. So how could these people be voluntary renouncing and they don't have a law? Motorbike. Y'all missed that. You get what I said just now?
Yes, very much so. Loud and clear.
The proposal was to add renunciation
Voluntarily.
in the Constitution in 2018. They never voted on it. They had trouble because a lot of the members of Parliament wasn't for it. They trying to put it in the Constitution because it never was there. Let me read it in Haitian Creole. La renonciation à la nationalité haïtienne s'est faite par un acte délibéré par les autorités haïtiennes designées par l'OI. This is what it says. The renunciation of Haitian nationality is made through a deliberate act before the Haitian authorities designated by law. They was trying to put that in the law. That ain't in the law, so Haitians can't renounce. After June 19, 2012, remember me telling you all Haitians can't renounce? Now you really find it. They can't renounce. Even if they go Port-au-Prince, they can't renounce. It ain't in law. You need a law in order to renounce. Now, because coming to the end, 30 bullet points or 30 articles that they wanted to amend, but Parliament never voted on it to introduce a process for voluntary renunciation or citizenship. In Article 28 of the proposal, or Section 20 of the proposal, August 2018, by the Special Amendment, the committee chaired by the legislature, Jerry Taddeo, spent hosting nationwide consultation and drafted a proposal consisted of 30 comprehensive sections. What happened to the 218 proposal? The primary goal of the 30 proposal section was to streamline government. That's what they was trying to do. This included abolishing the post of the prime minister. They was trying to get rid of the prime minister post.
Wow.
Introducing a vice president, because Haiti you only have a president, and eliminating the Senate to move to a single legislative body. Haiti inadvertently created a system where it is legally impossible to rid oneself of Haitian nationality. Because Haiti has no legal mechanism for renunciation, right? Foreign governments are often forced to make exceptions. That's what the Bahamas doing. Breaking the law. That's what they're doing. Breaking the law. Article 7 don't ask for a clause of impossibilities. Article 7 is a strict constitutional precedent. Renounce or nothing. Clause of impossibilities is found in Article 9 too, not Article 7. These people qualify under Article 7. You cannot use Article 9 too with a declaration to grant these people citizenship. It's the law.
It's the law.
Okay? Ultimately, when it says attempted to renounce. So let me read. While typically accepted a formal statement, that's what we're doing, proving that the applicant attempted to renounce it, but was legally unable to do so. Haiti lacks the mechanism. So when these people talking about they renounce, they renounce. By law, it is illegal in Haiti and in the Bahamas.
Yeah, because they don't have a law.
Ultimately, unless a future government successfully revisit process comprehensive reform, like by the TDO, native born Haitians from me, legally Haitians for life.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, so this the game they playing with us. I don't know if you want to cut or if you want me to continue. I got a couple more minutes because I want to bring something else home here. But if you, whatever you,
Man,
You want me to go until 11? That's another 10 minutes? No problem. So we understand now that pre-June 19, 2012, they need presidential decree
yes.
and gazette it for formal pronunciation.
Mhm.
Haiti Supreme Court rule on that. That's precedent.
Yes.
They already interpret Article 13 of the Haitian Constitution. Post 2012, they can't renounce.
Mhm.
Miss Nona applied for Bahamian citizenship in 2013. They stopped renouncing them 2012. So Miss Nona can't be Bahamian citizen.
Mhm.
That passport she get is illegal.
Yes.
When she applied, Haitian law for her to renounce under.
Yes.
Man, that's what you keeping up with me?
Yep.
You hear? She's still Haitian.
Yes.
She applied September. You remember I give you that date?
September
2013.
13.
So she couldn't renounce.
Yes.
How she get her passport?
Boy,
Everyone who got passport from 2012 June 19th to now, Haitian, they ain't no Bahamian.
what the question is, how did she get that passport?
And these the same people who vote in the election.
Wow.
Who get the PLP in power.
Mm.
Well, you know, everything comes with a fee. Who she paid?
Right?
Is what we gotta ask.
The law right there. So they realized their mistake. When they was passing the budget,
But how much mistakes though?
well, I just showing the Bahamian people. See, you can't fool me. Right? That's why I'm mad every day. I know better.
Mm.
You hear?
Black and white.
Black and white. That's the law. When they passed the budget, they amended the Nationality Act and added Article 7A to the Nationality Act. Okay? Let me tell you what Article 7 says. Any person claiming to be entitled to be registered as a citizen of the Bahamas under the provisions of Article 5, that's them, 9 and 10 of the Constitution, may make application to the minister in the prescribed manner. If it appears to the minister that the applicant is entitled to such registration and that all relevant provision of the Constitution have been complied with, the minister got to make sure they renounce. That's a relevant provision
Yes.
of the Constitution. So if they don't renounce, refuse to renounce, or can't renounce, they can't get Bahamian
Of
citizenship.
course,
That's our law.
which is a part of the prerequisite.
Yes.
Even apply.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they amended Article 7, added Article 7A, charge a 500 fee for permanent residency. I agree with the amendment
Mhm.
because the Privy Council also told them permanent residency would be good in Jane Rooney case. They gave an opposite dictum.
Mhm.
They want common ground that he couldn't get citizenship because he didn't apply in time.
Mhm.
Right? They agreed with that. Sorry, they want common ground that he could get permanent residency,
Yes.
but they
I guess it
he
is.
can't get citizenship.
Mhm.
So the only thing I disagree with this is the $500 fee.
Yes.
You can't charge these people $500 one-time fee.
To get permanent.
500 a year.
Mhm.
That's money for the treasury.
Yes.
That's a new industry.
Yes.
Bruder says about 150,000 of them. You charge them 500 a year. That's plenty money.
Yep.
150 million times 500.
Yep.
Huh? That's plenty money.
Yeah.
That could pay the national health insurance.
1.5 million.
1.5 somewhere.
Mm.
You charge that annually. That's money. Permanent residency. So here's how they word that law. Here's how they word that law. Section 7 of the Principal Act is amended by inserting, I just read out of Section 7. Immediately after Section 7, after following a new Section 7E, if the minister refuses an application under Section 7, the minister may, upon payment by the applicants of a fee of 500, grant the application for certificate of permanent residence, subject to the terms and conditions of the minister. Notice how they word that. If the minister, not if the minister have to reject that
Yeah.
because they're qualified. So I will not know if the minister,
Because they're not.
they renounce.
Mhm.
The minister don't have a choice, but now this is an off ramp for the government.
Yes. This a loophole.
Where now Yeah, listen, let me tell you what's supposed to happen. All these people they give these fake documents to, if they want to or wish, they can convert them into permanent residents.
Mm.
That's in their purview.
Yes.
I don't have a problem them being around me,
Yes.
But I don't want you in them two
Alright.
thing building
Yep.
on Bay Street, and I don't want you voting in our election. Come wait, we can live together.
Yeah.
Have a job, feed your family,
Yeah.
send money back home to Haiti.
Yes.
But don't come displace my Bahamian children in supervise you with your people
Schools.
and in schools.
Yep. Because we can talk about that.
Yes.
I can need to talk about that.
But that's another show. Because
Hmm.
when you say
Yeah.
they're a citizen, then they got my rights.
Yep.
That's the Constitution. Don't give them that right.
Mhm.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
I ain't xenophobic.
Yeah.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
We don't.
Read.
Mm-hmm.
But the law, I just read to you the law.
Mm-hmm.
What the law says. So it say the minister, the Constitution say the minister can't give them citizenship.
That's something.
So Fred Mitchell and Pitstock still giving them citizenship. They in criminal activity.
Yes.
Full stop. And I could prove that. Boy, it's 5 to 11. When I come back, I got June.
Let's make some. Let's do the phone calls. So,
Yes. Yes. So yeah, because I want to see if any listening to this, because listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna open up the lines for you to call in. The number again is 823-2218. Again, the number is 823-2218. Listen, Blackmail, you said a lot tonight. And I know you won't finish because you still got paperwork there. I still see you got a whole pile.
I will be back to share the jurisprudence.
Yeah, and listen, I want y'all to understand what Blackmail said tonight is a shocker. That should be a shocker to us as Bahamians, because this opened up my eyes tonight to know how wicked. I thought our government was wicked, but no, they're wicked
no, they wicked.
and nasty with it, ladies and gentlemen. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the number is 823-2218. Please do call in. Those of you who are up, call in. We are here live with Blackmail. If you have a question for Blackmail and you want to get it answered, Barney is here. Ask the questions, ladies and gentlemen. For Blackmail, my question is this. How is it that we have an Attorney General office that's supposed to be defending the rights of us Bahamians in these court proceedings and not stand up and say that this is wrong, this is a wrong ruling, this is something that is wrong, because you know what's going on in these countries? How could you just allow that to just slip past you?
I answer you by asking you the same question again. Is it possible that someone was paid to look the other way?
My Lord.
Say because Freshman and the attorneys made about 4 mistakes. Not mistakes. 4 assumptions.
Yes.
They were strangers to the truth. How they claim the woman ain't Haitian? And she don't have no ties. And the document, the Supreme Court document, said she's Haitian and she got ties. But the Attorney General office never objected.
So she's stateless.
Man, in international law, no such thing.
I know, because I'm on the position. But ladies and gentlemen, again, if you have a question for Mr. Blackmail and what you heard here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, the number is 823-2218. Listen, boy, Blackmail, this is really something, look. And you just said two different cases, one here in Nassau, one here in our courts in the Bahamas in the 242, and then one in Haiti. And that goes to show my producer and live audience that we have a serious problem. And that Haitian descent wanted to come to his country to make his country great. And you see what they said there? You qualified. That's what that was. That's what that said. In a nutshell, you are not qualified to be a Haitian to run an election.
That's what they told him. But they couldn't prove he had renounced because it wasn't a presidential decree and the gazetting of the decree. So now the monitors for proving Haitian renunciation, the precedent has been set. Bring me the presidential decree and bring me the gazetting of that decree in the monitor. You know what, McCall? They're the lawyers.
Yeah.
Then the Haitian community call in, man.
Yeah.
Y'all, if anybody who's
Yeah.
listening, who's live on Facebook
we got a caller. We got a caller coming in. Go ahead, caller, calling you live. We can hear you loud and clear, caller. Caller, you live.
y'all, we apologize. He's using the iPhone. You know, iPhone understand.
Good night, caller.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to thank you for taking my call, Mr. Gardner. Thank you for sharing all of this important information to the Bahamian people and to the Haitian nationals that is living among us. Mr. Gardner, is the Bahamas government really trying to engage in with the Haitian nationals according to citizenship? Because if they can't renounce, it's the Bahamas government doing it intentionally against the Haitian Constitution.
And against our constitution. But brother, I told you earlier, they playing footsie. Ain't no one coming to save us, my brother. We got to save ourselves. That's why we have to evangelize. Right? See, the bottom line is, anyone looking at this only look and smells like corruption. At our expense. That's the egregious thing about this. And the parliament don't know, but through this show and other shows, they will find out. And when they find out, they need to speak to this. You got these people all over social media calling us dumb and stupid. I see why. But the Bahamians aren't dumb and stupid. Our leaders, our politicians are the dumb and stupid one. They're constitutional illiterates. I keep telling you all, they're trying to bungie this country away.
Yes.
You ought to take that as a joke. All right? Either bring the envelope in money, right? Or turn it around. Okay? But we got to stop this. That's our survival. We don't have no problem with them, you know. The ones we grew up with in school, that you grew up with, myself, no issue. You got a new crew now come trying to take over. Ain't no assimilation. We don't want them in them thing building on Bay Street as legislative. You can imagine Louis John and Frankie Flaw as members of parliament. You can imagine what they'll do to Bahamians. What kind of law they'll pass against us? But you all better wake up, boy. Keep these people out of our parliament. If they won't be a permanent residents, behave yourself. And another thing too, when you keep them as permanent residents, the crime will go down. Because they know if they commit a crime as a permanent resident, you get deported. As a citizen, you go do your 2 years in prison and you back on the street.
You know what I realized? That even in Dubai don't have an immigration problem. Because I understand that when a person gets 2 to 3 months pregnant and they find out, they tell them, listen, you have to go home and have your baby. You don't drop it here. And then you apply to come back to Dubai.
And that's a policy. Here's the thing. I like the Qatari version. Qatar has about 3.1 million people. 368,000 of them are citizens. 2.8 million are expats or migrants. But they don't have the problem we have. Why? Because everyone know their status. They got plenty, they outnumbered but 8-1. But everything, because that fella over there know he ain't no citizen and he know he can't vote. He behave himself. When you now start giving another national our citizenship, and they start competing against us and believing they're entitled, you looking for problems.
Yes.
And they're having it illegally, my brother. The Constitution not allow them to have it. The more of them in this country working money, the better, you know.
Yes.
Because your money increase. Rupert Roberts, God bless his soul, his food chain can make more money. The taxi drivers can make more money. The bus drivers can make more money. The construction workers can make more money. I don't have a problem with that. But you can't give them citizenship. The numbers is good.
Agreed.
But you can't give that lion no teeth.
Yes.
You know, another thing that you said, you mentioned the expats, persons who have worked here in the Bahamas before. And I understand now that when a person makes their 500 contributions to NIB, they are entitled for benefits that we have fallen short. Both administrations, the PLP and the FNM, have fallen short on that, to the point that when these persons make this 500 contributions, that every month monies are sent to them around the world. Those who are past senior citizens age, monies are going out to countries around the world. Because I, for one, met an Indian who was a school teacher back in the day, and he uses that money for him and his family basically to come to the Bahamas every year on his NIB contributions. I believe that when the time comes for persons to get to that 500 mark who are not Bahamian citizens, their contributions should stop at a particular time and they should return to their country and then come back to make sure that they don't make that 500 contributions. That's my opinion. But Uncut, y'all, thanks for taking my call. This is very, very informative. And again, to the Haitian nationals living amongst us, the Bahamian people, we don't hate you, but our law is our law. Good night.
Thank you very much, caller. Wow. See, I wanna, because this is heavy. This is heavy blackmail. This type of conversation is a conversation we need to have had long time ago. Because to be honest with you personally, I know some person sitting down in the House of Parliament who Ma and Pa is Haitian. And they sitting comfortably in our House of Parliament getting a monthly salary going straight to their bank accounts. And they are not indigenous Bahamians. And then, like you said the key thing. You said when they compete with us, how could think about this? How could I go? I'm a born Bahamian. Both my and Pa is Bahamian. I go to the United States and I competing with Americans in their country. And the industry is what I'm supposed to even be tapping into because I'm a Bahamian. I'm a foreigner. How could I compete with Americans on their soil in their country?
My brother, let me show you something. Yeah, let me show you something. What is egregious? When growing up, we used to get food store jobs called the parking boys.
Yes.
The parking boy jobs was allowing us to make some money. So mommy don't have to find lunch money.
Yes.
For this young Bahamian boy. I could buy
school clothes,
school shoes, socks. Right?
They have mommy.
They help mommy.
You know that.
You go in the super value and the rest of them store now. Haitian woman with Bahamian passport.
Yeah.
No young Bahamian child working now to accumulate this money to help mommy no more.
Yep. And
They paying the price, bro.
And they looking for that money.
My brother be paying the price. You know how much stress now going on, mama?
Yeah.
Mama could have sent us to public school. The schools are now overfull with illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
And now mama got to find money to put children in private school.
Yeah.
You don't want more talk with the issue, bro.
Yes.
We need to talk with it. Stop putting these fellas in parliament who ain't willing to address the issue.
Yes.
They have you all over the place talking nonsense.
Yeah.
You see the same citizenship, immigration. That's my pet peeve now. My first one was the COVID vaccine. That was a kill shot.
Yes, we know that.
I was telling people that they know.
But you know the Bahamians, you know blacks, us blacks.
Yeah.
You know we are born. We are born chosen. You can't give us no vaccination and we not living. We can be past that. Because guess what? God is in us. You can't get something with God created.
We need to face the issue in this country, the issues. And the elephant in the room is immigration.
Oh yeah.
Right? And until we get that right? This country will never be fixed. They need to go back home and fix their country.
Yes.
United States getting rid of them. Turks and Caicos getting rid of them. Dominican Republic getting rid of them. Why? When they come, They don't want to assimilate. They want to take over.
Yes.
That's our issue.
They bigoted.
That is our issue.
And they're aggressive.
That is our issue.
Very aggressive.
Right? When I go in the United States, when I enter the car, I put on my seatbelt. When I in Walmart, I shop. You don't even know idea. When I go to IHOP and I sit down and eat. The minute I get back to the airport, why my mouth being like how it is now? Because I own.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, because that's your home.
But now, the Davis administration especially got them feeling like there's all of that. But see, we know the truth. We got the law. I am telling Bahamian people, right? We need to file a piss. Public interest standing. Take this matter to the Supreme Court. 200,000 of us raise $1 million, $5 each. Fine with Privy Council of London because they can't trust these fellas here. Let's deal with this matter. When I come back, I can deal with the jurisprudence part on it. But I want some Haitian people call who saying, I know what I say. Anyone who disagree with me, please call. Or say I lie. Or say what I'm saying is not the truth. Please call.
Well, Anchor 242, you all heard the number. The number again is 823-2218. The number again is 823-2218. And see, you know what, Blackmail, thinking about that and thinking about how you said only 250,000. I'm sure we are over 250,000 citizens in our country by now. And I'm speaking really rough when it comes down to Bahamians, because Bahamians are all abroad. $5 is nothing for us.
200,000 of us put $5, that's $1 million. Let's save ourselves, yeah? You see what happening in the court? You got the Attorney General office working along with the Haitian girl lawyer, right? Who working along with the Haitian embassy to destroy the Bahamians. That's what I see. Article 23 of the Constitution, freedom of expression. That's my opinion and interpretation of what I see when I read the ruling and the laws. They trying to throw us under the bus, bro.
My Lord.
Slow boy, right?
My Lord.
Slow boy. Proverbial frog in tipping water. That's what happened to us. And everyone, PLP, F&M, logo. Easy, we're trying to destroy us. Who could go? But we got to stay on the wall. Wow. See the word out now.
Yes.
The word out. You all keep this tape.
Yes, definitely.
Right? This is the benchmark thing. All you need, a lawyer. What I just told you tonight,
yes,
because it's outside the jurisdiction other than the court case here,
yes,
it's in law, they call that a question of fact.
Yeah.
Get that notarized, get a Haitian lawyer, get an international lawyer, verify what I said tonight is the truth in terms of Haiti court ruling, in terms of the amendment they tried to do for voluntary renouncing, and people can't renounce, man. So what that is saying, basically, every Haitian that has been in citizenship from 1991 to now is null and void, other than the ones who could produce a presidential decree. I didn't check with the monitor, they ain't got it. Let me just slip that in there. Or the Haitian women who marry Bahamian men.
Now you can't come here now, marry the Bahamian man and still expect to get your Bahamian citizenship. It don't work that way. If you didn't have your Bahamian passport before then, and you come in here and you marry the Bahamian man, you're still a Haitian. You're going back home on the bus. Yeah. But Blackmail, I thank you very much for coming. We definitely got to do a part two.
Jurisprudence part, yeah.
We got to do that part two.
Oh.
This is be part 4. Man, let's be part 4. Man, we got to do the part 4 of that jurisprudence.
Jurisprudence, that's the law, and I'm going to show precedents.
Yes.
That we can walk right in the court and walk right back home.
Wow. Man, you're ready for that? If you're ready for that, say, I am organic Bahamian and I for that. Put that in the comments. If some of you put that in the comments right now, we'll make that date happen here as sooner than possible. But one thing I'd like to say, Mr. Blackmail, is whenever you come on Cut 242, I leave feeling more empowered and more generated, more vibrant. I have more zeal for my country. Because these are the type of things that a lot of Bahamians aren't knowledgeable about.
Hosea 4:6. The Bible said that my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. It ain't what you know that kills you. It's what you don't know. It's what you don't know. You see what I'm saying? Knowledge empowers. I challenge anyone to come on your show live and criticize anything I said as fake news. Fact check me. And when you finish with them, let me and them be on. No script. Listen, I only bring these documents to show Bahamian people it is written. I got that in my head. I can come here and riddle off everything I said. But I brought it like this to codify it.
Yes.
You understand me? To put it in a type of format so they could see the skullduggery. Oh Lord, wait till you see the jurisprudence.
My Lord. Boy, hey.
You know, we gotta leave something for later on, but
Yes.
Blackmail, I want to thank you so much for coming on our show once again. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that.
Mhm.
Blackmail, I want to thank you for coming on our show. Did I say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But you know, this is how so.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back home.
Yeah, thank you
and
for
spending some time with us.
Everyone who's listening on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, I want to thank you all as well for tuning in every single time that Anchor 242 come live. This show is for Bahamians. This show is made by Bahamians for Bahamians. So this is now an outlet. Now, if you have anything to speak on and you want to bring to the Bahamian public the attention, feel free to come on Anchor 242. We also doing commercials as well. So if you own a business and you want to advertise your business, feel free to reach out to Anchor 242 at you could email us at anchor242live@gmail.com. You could also reach us out at 809-2198 or
Definitely can get us at 823-2218. But ladies and gentlemen, we'd also like to thank our sponsors. Tonight's show is sponsored by A1 Printing. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all see these nice shirts? Y'all seeing our shirts? Yes, I'm Cut 242. Yes, we represented A1 Printing Company. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you need your shirts printed, just go online, type it in A1 Printing. Listen, Ms. McKenzie, she's right there, ready for you. School clothes, if you need them, design press, whatever you need, she got you, all right? And definitely we have
also this is sponsored. The show is also sponsored by Uncle Dita's Natural Products. We sell 100% natural hair, face, and skin products. So if you're interested in any natural products, hair, face, and skin, also to if you want natural juices and all of these stuff, give Uncle Dita's a call at 809-2198. That's 809-2198. Also, we also have roach and ants, normal powder. So if you want to get rid of roaches and stuff out of your houses, we have the roach and
pesky
ants.
pets.
And the pesky pets, let's see we have the roach and ants normal powder. So if you're interested in that as well, you could give me a call at 809-2198. Also, we have with pest control, we also have
TNT pest control.
TNT pest control. So if you want your yard spray, your house spray, and all of these stuff, reach out to TNT pest control. The number is
477-1770.
477-1770.
Yes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank all of you for staying with us all this time. And we, like you say, we welcome back Blackmail back home. And like you say, he said he's going to come with that part 4. I see a lot of you putting in your comment, I'm organic Bahamian and I for that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going Anchor 242 after dark, and we will tell you.
No, we won't. No,
Not tonight.
No, we still banned on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
So we are still banned on TikTok. We are now waiting for TikTok to take us to the TikTok jail. So we don't know if they're gonna release us on Friday or Saturday or probably Sunday. So when we have the access, we will put on all of our social media platforms and say, okay, guys, it's on. We could go live again.
Yes, but ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. If you want to get inside our WhatsApp group, definitely WhatsApp us at
809-2198.
And definitely we'll respond to you and put you in the WhatsApp group. We put out information there that happens daily in our country. Right now, couple of the questions that we have for you is, who is this MP that's getting $1 million per month for BPL? And then we have a $200 and some odd $million question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that money coming from our sovereign wealth fund? Man, last year, fiscal year, they said that it had 265 million. And now this year, it have still 265 million. Where is the $265+ million gone? That's the question I have. Man, listen, me, y'all think
I think we come on TikTok. I'm not TikTok.
Facebook.
Facebook and YouTube tomorrow. I'm not, but I don't want to say. But anyways, we're going to talk about all these stuff. Just write these down, and we also want to talk about Lundy and
Man, what happened to the
Andros,
bridge? Andros,
bridge.
man?
Why are we waiting till all of our stuff is breaking down to try to fix it?
Boy,
Where's the infrastructure?
Boy.
Where's the upkeep?
Boy,
But we're going to talk about all of these
this
stuff.
this some serious progress, though. This is some serious progress.
Yeah, they get it. They get that.
This is some serious progress. But Uncut 242 family, y'all stick with us.
Yeah, stick with us, and then we will give you all updates. Just look out for all of our pages and stuff that we post daily on what's going on inside the country. But we can't wait to get on 242 after dark to talk about all of the discoveries that's going on inside this country. And I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. My name is DeAnton Powell.
My name is Dawson Bullet, and this is Uncut 242. Good evening, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Blackmail, thank you so much for coming, my brother. Good night, everyone.
Boy, listen, it's good. It's good to see you, man. Man, listen, I was waiting for you to come back. But it's amazing. Wow. We had such a serious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.